Hello students, you are welcome back to Let's Learn Science. Today in this session we will talk about another most important lesson of class 7th standard science, acids, bases and salts. This lesson is very interesting as well as it is very important, as the same lessons are also given in class 8 as well as in class 10. So if you are able to make a solid concept over here, then it will help you to go through the concept in the further classes related to the same lesson, that is acid, bases and salt. So without much more delaying, let us start our today's session. We use in our daily life a large number of substances such as lemon, turmeric, common salt, sugar and vinegar. Do they have the same taste? So in our day-to-day life we use different type of substances. Are they taste same? Definitely no. Let us recall the taste of some edible substances listed in the table. Here below one table is given and you have to identify the taste. How does they taste? Right? We have to identify the taste as we have taken all these type of substances. Any of these substances, taste it now and enter the result in table, and after that you have to write the taste over here. What type of taste? Lemon juice, that is somewhat sour in taste. Orange juice, that is also somewhat sour in taste. So like this, so many substances are given. You have to write the taste of these substances in the given table, that is 5.1. We find that some of this, so if you fill up this on this table, you will get that some of the substances taste sour, some taste bitter and some taste sweet and some taste salty, right? So these different types of taste you will get if you fill up this one, so their taste is not same. Acids and bases: curd, lemon juice, orange juice and vinegar taste sour. So these substances, that is curd, lemon juice, orange juice and vinegar, their taste is what? Sour in taste. They are sour in taste. These substances taste sour because they contain what? Acids. They contain what? Acids. That means what we come to know, that acid is sour in taste. Their taste is sour. The chemical nature of such substances is acidic, as acid is present in those substances and their chemical nature is what? Acidic. The word acid comes from a Latin word aceri. What is the Latin word? From which Latin word the acid word is derived? That is aceri, which means sour. The acid in these substances are natural acid. So the different acid we have got in curd, lemon juice, orange juice. So these are what? Natural acid. They have been formed in the nature. What about baking soda? Does it also taste sour? If not, what is its taste? So is it taste sour? If it is not, then what is its taste? Since it doesn't taste sour, it means that it has no acid in it. As it doesn't taste sour, that means what can we say? There is no acid is present. It is bitter in taste. It is what in taste? Bitter in taste. If you rub its solution between fingers, it feels sleepy. Beside that also, if you rub that one in your finger, in your hand, then what will happen? You will observe that it is sleepy. Substances like this, which are bitter in taste and feel sleepy on touching, are known as bases, and that type of substances which are bitter in taste and slippery in nature, then what happen? That type of substances are termed as what? Bases. The nature of such substances is said to be basic, and the chemical nature of those substances is what? Basic. If we cannot taste every substances, how do we find its nature? Now question is that each and every substances we cannot taste and we cannot identify that this one is base and this one is acids. So what is the ultimate way to test with a particular type of substances, whether that is acids or bases? As we cannot taste each and every substance, Special type of substances, for this reason what happen, a special type of substances are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. That's why what happen, a special type of substances is used to test or to identify whether a particular substance is acids or bases, and that type of substances are called what? Indicators. So what does indicator means? Indicator means the substances that are used to test whether a substance, the substances that are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic, that is whether a substance is acids or base, and the substance that is used to test them, that is called what? Indicators. The indicators change their colors when added to a solution. When indicators is added into a solution, then they used to change their color containing an acidic or basic substances. And the different indicators, there are some natural indicator also, and there are some synthetic indicator also, or man-made indicator also. Turmeric, litmus, china rose petals are some of the naturally occurring indicators. So this indicator is used to found in the nature. That's why that indicators are called what? Natural indicators. And what are the, what happen when the indicator is added into a acidic medium, and what happen when it is added to a basic solution or acidic solution, that one we have to read, you have to know separately. Before that, you have to go through the properties of acid and bases. What are the different properties that is shown by acids and bases? As you come to know that acids are sour in taste. Acids are sour in taste. As for example, lemon juice. In lemon juice, acids are present, right? Then in orange juice, so that taste what? Sour, because acids are present. So from this one, what can you conclude? That acids are sour in taste. All citrus fruits, that is citrus fruits means the fruits in which citric acids are found, like lemon, orange, berries, grapes, etc. taste sour due to the presence of acids. So this is one of the chemical properties of what? Acid, that is acid is sour in taste. Acids are corrosive in nature. They are what? They are corrosive in nature. They react with metals and even cut through their surface. Acids can react with metals and it can corrode them, as well as it can even cut through their surface. That is why what happen, they are never stored in metal or plastic container. If you will be able to get the opportunity to visit the chemistry lab in your school, then you will be able to see that different type of acid like sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, that are not stored in the metallic container or plastic container, and they can act with plastics or metal and they used to corrode. That's why they are stored in the glass container. Acids are soluble in water, and this is also one of the important property of the acid, that it is soluble in water. When water is poured in the acid, then it is to become soluble, dissolve in the water. And what happen when the acids dissolve in water, then what happen? They release hydrogen ions. What ions is released? Hydrogen ion is released when dissolve in water. As well as when certain acid is used to react with metals, then what happen? Hydrogen gas is released. So like this way, these are the various properties of what? These are the various properties of acids. And as I told you, the acids are there are some natural acids. Acids are classified as mineral acid and organic acids. The acids like hydrochloric, sulfuric and nitric acid available in the chemistry lab are examples of mineral acid. These acids are mineral acid because they can be prepared from naturally occurring compound called minerals. That is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acids, then nitric acid. These acids are termed as mineral acids because these acids can be prepared from the minerals that is necessarily occurring in the nature. Mineral acids should be handled with great care because they are very dangerous because they can be burn skin as well as clothes. On the other hand, acids that are occur naturally in plants and animals material. That is, the acid that is present in the plants and animal material are termed as organic acid, that is obtained from the organism, whether that is plants or animals, and that type of acid are termed as organic acid. So like this way, acid can be categorized into two broad category, that is mineral acid and organic acid. Organic acids are obtained from the plants and animal material. On the other hand, the mineral acid is obtained from the naturally occurring minerals. And the example of organic acid are carbonic acid, lactic acid, acetic acid. So these are the various example of organic acids. And when acid reacts with bases, then it forms salt and water. When acid, see, this is also one of the important characteristics of acid, that when it reacts with bases, then it used to form salt and water. Acid react with carbonate to form carbon dioxide, water and salt. And when acid react with carbonates, then what happen? It used to produce carbon dioxide, water as well as salt. Then let's see what are the properties of bases. As we know that bases are bitter in taste. So the first property that the bases is to show, they are bitter in taste. It is presence of the base that gives unflavored milk of magnesia its bitter taste. So this is one of the example. So from this one, what do you come to know? That is, bases are bitter in taste, or bases taste bitter. Bases feel slippery. They are slippery. As for if you take the example of toothpaste, then soap. So they are what? Slippery, because they contain what? Base. All bases are not soluble in water. In case of acid, we come to know that acid are soluble in water, but some bases, in case of bases, some bases are soluble in water, but all bases do not soluble in water. Then bases react with acid to form salt and water. It is similar to that of what acid. Acids also react with bases to form salt and water. In the same way, bases also react with acid to form salt and water. Then strong bases like caustic soda and caustic potash are corrosive and dangerous to skin and eyes. As bases are generally not so harmful like the mineral acids, but there are some bases, as for example caustic potash and caustic soda, they are corrosive in nature and dangerous to skin and eyes. Dangerous to skin and eyes. So like this way, we come to know the various properties of acids and bases. Next, in a table that is given, the name of different substances given, and in those substances what type of acid is to found, that is also given, if it is visible on your screen. Name of acid: acetic acid. It is found in vinegar. Where it is found? Vinegar. So vinegar is a substance in which what type of acid is found? Acetic acid. Then formic acid. It is found in ants' sting. When some ant is used to bite, then it is very painful. Why it is painful? Because it used to release or secrete what acid? Formic acid into our body when it used to bite us. Then citric acid. It is present in citrus fruits such as oranges, lemon, etc. Lactic acid, this one very common, that it is present in the gourd. Sorry, this is present in the curd. This is present in the curd. Oxalic acid present in the spinach. Ascorbic acid present in amla, citrus fruits, along with vitamin C. Tartaric acid present in tamarind, grapes, unripe mangoes, The mango which one is unripe, in which what acid is found? Tartaric acid. All the acid mentioned above occur in nature, and all these acids are, what type of acid? That means they are organic acid, that is they are found in plant and animal material. Then name of some bases given. Calcium hydroxide, it is found in lime water. Calcium hydroxide, it is found where? In lime water. Ammonium hydroxide, it is found in window cleaner. Then sodium hydroxide as well as potassium hydroxide found in soap. As I told you, soap is also example of bases, because in the soap also it is slippery, as well as in why it is slippery, because over there base is present. So which base is present? Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Then magnesium hydroxide, which is also known as milk of magnesia, found in milk of magnesia, and it is also named by another, the magnesium hydroxide also named as what? Simply milk of magnesia. So like this, the name of some acids and where they are found, and name of some bases and where they are found, given in this table. And you have to read this one thoroughly, because question is often used to ask in your exam that what, suppose formic acid given, in which one, where you get the formic acid, then you have to write it ants sting. In which fruits we get the citric acid, then you have to write, what, oranges, lemons, like that way. So like that way what happened, question is used to come in the exam. And from the example, from the different explanation of natural indicators as well as synthetic indicators, and we will study as well as we will discuss the various types of indicators as well as their examples. That is, indicators are the substances, as I told you, indicator are the substances that are used to test the substances whether it is acid or base. So natural indicator as well as synthetic indicator as well as their properties, that will study in our later session. So over here we end up the session. So if you have any doubt and confusion, then please comment me in my comment section, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe the channel. Thank you.